The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me. When they find you, and they will, they'll make things difficult.
Death can have me when it earns me.
Hello everyone, this is your boy Ninja9s and we're back here with another awesome video. I have great news for all the God of War fans. As you guys might be hearing about some leaks about the next God of War title, I have all the information about it. So stay tuned and watch this video to the end so you don't miss any new update. Before starting, subscribe to Ninja9s. I don't know, just bash your head on the subscribe button. And yeah, let's begin. God of War 6 just got another update. We have news that you guys don't wanna miss. So as you know, God of War has been a series that has been the amazing experience for all of us gamers. And the games have taken us through the chaos of Greek mythology to the forbidden realms of Norse legends. But the question that a lot of people want to know is, what is next for Kratos? Well, we just got a new leak from an insider who gave us a pretty good idea about it, about where the game could take us from God of War 6. And if you're looking at the thumbnail, these are the sands of ancient Egypt visiting the Great Pyramids, meeting the pharaohs and of course the gods like Ra, Anubis and Osiris. This could be the next big adventure for the Ghost of Sparta, and it honestly sounds really awesome. What could be the biggest shakeup for this franchise? Just the idea of Kratos battling Egyptian deities and exploring an open world Egypt sounds amazing. Let's go ahead and get into all the details. Guys, we have a lot to talk about. Feel free to move to any chapter you would like since the fate is in your hands. Jumping straight through the news, this is coming from the GamePost.com. As of reported by them, they said Sony is reportedly developing a new God of War game set in the Egyptian mythology. According to another new report, Sony is likely working on a brand new God of War game set in the Egyptian mythology. This information is coming from Daniel Richman or Daniel RPK, who recently shared the news on his page. If you guys know Daniel RPK, he does these big info dumps. I'd say he's a fairly reliable source in this industry, but the article went on saying that Richman revealed that Sony is currently casting Middle Eastern actors for an unknown AAA title. He then said that the project is likely the next God of War that explores the Egyptian mythology. They also mentioned in 2018 God of War documentary where Cory Barlog talked about how the studio initially considered setting the game in Egyptian mythology before they ultimately decided to set it in the Norse path. Which Cory Barlog said that I think the first pitch I gave, we wouldn't even know it was happening. So it was Kratos walking along the desert because in my mind we were still doing the Egypt initially. Sand winds blowing all over the place as he crawls up to a dune and checks out a really fantastic ancient Egypt city. So it sounds like of taking Kratos to ancient Egypt might end up being taken as the direction for the God of War 6. There has been a ton of references, teasers that are all pointing us in a singular direction, and that is Egyptian mythology. So if you guys played God of War Ragnarok, the game ended in Norse itself, as you guys remember. There has been a lot of rumors about an Atreus spin-off game happening. Yeah, I know guys, I've heard about it. Which makes sense actually after you play the God of War Ragnarok. God of War 2018 has references for Egypt. One being Ra. Second be the double crown typically worn by the pharaohs in Tyr temple. And then of course in God of War Ragnarok Valhalla DLC, there are many references for Egypt. So there has been another theory about it. So as you guys remember, we had Odin's mask. You know the whole situation behind the mask, which has not been solved yet. But the origin of the mask remains a mystery, which will be one of the biggest things next title will bind us into. If you take a look at the mask of creation, you guys can see a bunch of text on the mask. And I would also like to give a shout out to this user on Reddit who took the mask and put the model in Blender and took screenshots of all the letters on it. What this post says, according to the God of War wiki, the texts are in ancient Greek, Japanese, and Egyptian hieroglyphs from right to left, which is the current theory that Tyr was actually helping Odin in going across different mythologies to collect the pieces of this mask and bring them back to Norse and scatter them around all the 9 realms. As you know, Tyr was the one who invited Kratos to Valhalla, and he has the ability to travel between different mythologies, which was explained in the game. So it will be Tyr that helps Kratos in doing that, in traveling to Egyptian mythology. So guys, let's just wrap this video up over here. Which Egyptian gods you want Kratos to take on, and why is it Anubis? That was all for today's video. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. So if you guys like this video, then subscribe to Ninja Nines, and we'll be back with more awesome content like this. Tab tak ke liye, happy Sunday guys.